So let's go on to the next question from Cat24, the second slot. Very good question because it combines your modern maths, PnC, with algebra. Okay, amazing question. So P, Q, R, S are four towns. One can travel between P and Q along three direct paths, between Q and S along four direct paths, and between P and R along four direct paths. There is no direct path between P and S, while there are few direct paths between Q and R and between R and S. One can travel from P to S via Q or via R or via Q followed by R respectively in exactly 62 possible ways. One can also travel from Q to R either directly or via P or via S in exactly 27 possible ways. Then the number of direct paths between Q and R is. As I said, beautiful question. So let's try to visualize this properly. P, Q, R, S are four towns. Let us visualize their positions. So I'll put P here, then I'll put Q here, then I'll put R here and S here. The question says one can travel between P and Q along three direct paths. So P to Q, there are three direct paths. Between Q and S along four direct paths. And between P and R, there are four direct paths again. Okay. There is no direct path joining P and S as per the question, while there are a few direct paths between Q and R and between R and S. Let the number of direct paths between Q to R be A in number and the number of direct paths between R to S be B in number. Now, one can travel from P to S. Okay, let's write the number of ways in which one can travel from P to S. So P to S, there are three ways to travel in. First, only by Q or only via R or via Q followed by R. So if I want to travel from P to S, there are three options. I can travel directly via Q or via R or via QR. If I travel from P to S directly via Q, the possible option is P to Q and Q to S. Okay, so by the counting principle, if I'm traveling from P to Q and Q to S, the total number of ways is 3 for P to Q and 4 for Q to S. So total number of ways of P to S will be 3 into 4, that is 12. Okay, simply our counting principle applied. If one thing can be done in m ways and the other can be done in n ways, total number of ways of doing them both will be m into n. So number of ways of traveling from P to S via Q is simply 3 into 4. Similarly, if you travel from P to S via the town R, the number of ways will be P to R 4 ways and R to S B ways. Total number of ways is 4 into B. Now the last possibility is if you're traveling from P to S via Q and R. So P to Q, Q to R and R to S. Okay, this should be your path. The total number of ways will be 3 into A into B. This is 3 into A into B. Now, traveling from P to S, you can travel through Q or R or Q and R, right? So, total number of ways of traveling is 3 into 4 plus 4 into B plus 3 into A into B. 3 into 4 is 12 plus 4 into B is 4B plus 3AB, right? And this total number of ways has been given in the question as 62, right? So, we equate this with 62. Now similarly, from the second last line, one can travel from Q to R also in the same way. I mean directly or via P or via S. If you're traveling from Q to R directly, there are A number of ways available. So directly I have A ways. Traveling via P, I will go from Q to P in 3 ways and then P to R in 4 ways. So 3 into 4, total 12 ways to travel in. And Q to R, if I'm traveling via S, Q to S is 4 ways and S to R is B ways. Total number of ways is 4 into B, which is 4B, and the total number of ways will be A plus 12 plus 4B, either directly or P or S. The total number of ways if you're traveling from Q to R will be A plus 12 plus 4B, and this total has been given to us in the question as 27. Let's look at the very first condition. From that, if you take 12 on the right hand side, you will have 3AB plus 4B is equal to 62 minus 12 is 50, and if you take 12 on the right hand side for the second equation, you will have A plus 4B is 27 minus 12, 15, right? So let's call this as equation 1 and let's call this as equation 2. Using these two equations, I need to find out the number of direct paths between Q and R. The number of direct path between Q and R we have assumed as A. So the question is all about finding the value of A, right? So let's see how we do that. Okay, so first of all, I have written these two equations because our prime focus is now to find the value of A. Now we start by subtracting the second equation from the first. When we subtract the two equations, we will get 4B minus 4B cancels. On the left hand side, 3AB minus A. On the right hand side, 50 minus 15, 35 remains. We get 3AB minus A is 35. Between these two, if I just take an A common, I will have A into 3B minus 1 is equal to 35. So what I need to focus on right now is only on this particular equation, A into 3b minus 1 should be equal to 35. Now the right hand side is a natural number 35 and the left hand side is a into 3b minus 1. Naturally, since a and b are the number of paths possible between any two roots, a and b can be natural numbers, or I would say whole numbers, right? But if a is a whole number, a cannot be 0, because if you take a as 0, 0 into something is always 0, but we need 35. Naturally, a is not 0. So basically a and the next number that you have, 3b minus 1, these two are going to be natural numbers, right? So let's split the left hand side also as a product of two natural numbers, and we need the product 35. So there are four ways of doing this. The first is a can be 1 and the second bracket can be 35. The second possibility is a can be 5, the second bracket is worth 7. The third possibility is a is 7 and the second bracket is worth 5. And the last possibility is a is 35 and the second bracket is worth 1. Now let's start by eliminating the possibilities. Let's say the last case. In the last case, we get a as 35 and 3b minus 1 is 1. If 3b minus 1 was 1, then 3b would be equal to 2, or b would be equal to 2 by 3. The number of ways to travel can never be a fraction. So this particular case is ruled out. If you look at the first possibility, I will write a as 1, and if 3b minus 1 is 35, 3b will be 36 or b will be equal to 12. Now this gives you a fairly right solution, but the problem is if I substitute these values a as 1 and b as 12 in any of these two equations 1 and 2, they will not satisfy them, right? So this particular case also needs to be ruled out. And I have a problem in the second case also. If you take a as 5 and 3b minus 1 as 7, I'll write a as 5 and 3b minus 1 is 7, so 3b is 8. Again I get b is equal to 8 by 3. So just like the last case, the second case can also be very easily ignored, considering that we get the number of ways b as a fraction 8 by 3, which is not possible. That leaves me only with one possibility, and that is a is 7 and 3b minus 1 is 5. So if a is 7 and 3b minus 1 is 5, 3b will be equal to 6 or b is equal to 2. Yeah, perfect. B is 2 and a is 7. Now if you want, you can check by substituting in these two equations. A is equal to 7 and b is equal to 2 will satisfy both the equations here, right? So very clearly the number of direct paths between Q and R, which we had assumed as A, is nothing but 7, and thereby the answer to our question. Alright, so very beautiful question, slightly lengthy but not very difficult. If you know your basics right, if you know the concept of modern maths and your equations, the question is sorted.